Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. But first, we're going to start with this beautiful, beautiful energy. We have the Three of Cups. This is all about abundance. You can see the beautiful, beautiful lotus flowers growing tall, growing strong, lifting up out of the waters and carrying that sacred dew, letting it pour over those beautiful cups, each one its own holy grail. And it is beautiful too because, and I always love this about this card, the cups are made of pomegranates. Okay, you can see, look at it closely. Pomegranates. What does that mean? Well, we have pomegranates over here. Why do we have those out? They are an offering, they are a remembrance to Demeter or Persephone. In this case, for me, this time of year is all about Demeter. Okay. And what does that have to do with these cups? Well, the mother, the love of the mother, the vessel, the holder of the sacred waters. You see where I'm going here? And also, man, the pomegranate, what a great symbol. Have you ever seen, if you are into film at all, there is a movie called, now I'm like, is it for sure called that? The Color of Pomegranates. Is that the name of it? The Color of... Yes. Okay, now, I will not try to pronounce the... it's a Russian movie, okay? So it is the original name. I don't know. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I won't even begin to try. I can barely pronounce English words, and it is my first language. But there's a movie, the Color of Pomegranates. Oh, what a gorgeous film. Go watch it if you've never seen it. It is a surreal film, and it is a very sacred, holy film, if you ask me. That being said, the pomegranate, it is the fractal universe, right? Have you ever eaten a pomegranate like off of a tree? I grew up in California, Northern California, so we had pomegranate trees. And when you break it open, there are a bunch of little seeds, right? And they all look like little they are little red orbs, and it looks like it is just mirrored through infinity. Okay, so we have the sacred mother's love. We have the vessel of mana, amarita, right? The sacred dews. We have life. We have love. We have nourishment, we have abundance, we have the infinite unknown. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on here. So I want to also say thank you so much for clicking on this reading. It's always such a wonderful blessing for me to be able to do these readings. I love to encounter your energies and share this space with you. Now, if you want to like, subscribe, or leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. If you have a prayer request, you can put that in the comments, or you can email me at ulaishere@gmail.com. Please don't send endless emails and strange things. I will not look at them if that's the case. I've had a few encounters with that recently. And, you know, I am a person, of course. And I'm fully here to receive you. But that being said, there needs to be some mutual respect, right? For my time and energies and so on and so forth. So let's be reasonable. All right. So we have so many cool animals here. We have, first, I want to start, where do I want to start? We have the cow. Here we have the, what is it called? The vulture. I was like, where I live, we have turkey vultures. Turkey vultures. You see them in the fields quite often. They are so tall. We also have the swan. Here's the turkey vulture, the swan. Over here we have a bird with a little heart above it. Down here we have another bird. It looks like maybe another, like a duck maybe. Some more here. Okay, so we're very animal heavy here. And I won't go to this side yet because there's more. There's more animals. So let's start with the cow. The cow is the mother, right? This is Hathor. This is Hera. These are the middle mothers. These are the empress mothers. These are the rulers of the greater domain, right? This isn't just our individual, this me and you, mom. It's just me and you. No. This is the greater mother energy. This is like if you could have like a stately mother, right? A mother assigned to you. I guess probably we kind of do, right? In some ways. Now, not our caretakers usually, unless maybe you're in a system. That could be. But yeah, I would say like this is like, the energy of like a mare. Right? If there was a mare level mom, right? So in front of her, it looks like she has, and to me, immediately, I just thought, this is an offering. It looks like receiving an offering, okay? Now, we also have an X right here. Okay, so X marks the spot, maybe, but we also have, it looks like an O. So we have XO, maybe. This feels like kind of a warm love. This feels like, getting a Valentine before you even know what love is, right? It is warm, it is full. It is not complicated. There are no games here. This is, something that you can trust in. And that's what it really feels like. So I feel that you must have had a pretty close relationship with your mother or your child, right? You might have been the mother in this case. But I do feel that motherhood, your relationship to motherhood or a mother figure or being a mother or, something like this. This is so important to you. It is so important to you. I do feel that Virgo. And I should say and divulge that Virgo, I am a Virgo, if you don't already sense it. If you've been here, because I do not ever miss a moment to say, oh yeah, I'm a Virgo. We like to tell people, don't we? So to me, this all makes sense. I feel like for you, it has been, even if, okay, let me finish my sentence. It has been some of the great work of your life to break the cycles of your family, curses, pains, ailments, addictions, mistreatments, abuses, all of these things, right? we might not always be like the most exciting people. We might not be like the first ones picked for the team, or we're not like always the maid of honor, thank God, right? We might not always be these, you know, the BFF of the whole group, you know, the most exalted one, or, you know, kind of the head of the, I mean, that one, yeah, maybe the head of the family. But we're not the one you roll out to like take pictures with to put on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, not because of our looks. No. Virgos are beautiful. Both masculine, feminine, anything in between. Virgos, very rarely do you meet a Virgo and you're like, gosh, dang, what happened here? Not that I would ever say that. I would never. But when you want something to be done, when you need somebody that you can trust 100%, you know they're going to get it done. They're going to get it done not only right, because they're masterful at so many things. When you have a problem and you need somebody quick, you need that quick thinking, you need that quick into action. I'm already out the door, baby. I'm coming. Like, say less. Who do you call? Who is the one? It's a Virgo. It's a Virgo. Because we do what we say we're going to do. And not only that, our brains are going 24/7. There's no such thing as turning that mind off for a Virgo. We are looking at everything, figuring it out, knowing this is how I would do it. So then when we get the call, you know, we've already thought about this thing so many times. We already know what we're going to do. Don't worry. There's no lag on us. Virgos are weird. I mean, listen, good weird. I recently was laughing at myself. I am a person. I just like to, I'm the kind of person, I like to just know how to do stuff even if I'll never need it. Okay? Like, I was testing different ways to get a stripped screw out of stuff. Like, the best methods. I don't know why. But I really enjoyed doing it. You know? So, if it ever happens that somebody needs help with a stripped screw, I know what to do, you know? So that's just like a Virgo kind of thing. And to me, I feel like there is just such a drive in you to not only encapsulate the beautiful divine love that you are, but to also be the one to reshape the landscape, right? And do the hard work and do the hard thing and make the hard decisions and, you know, not always get the glory, maybe never really get the glory, but that's okay. Like, as a Virgo, all I need to hear from you is that I'm right. You don't need to give me a gold star. You don't need to post me. You don't need to, shoot, you don't even really need to thank me. You just need to say, Lenor, you were right. That'll keep me going for like 3 days, at least. At least I will be on cloud 9. You tell me you're right. Yes, I'm on cloud 9, baby. So I do feel that there's this real energy of the motherhood thing. right? The mother thing. And I'm not saying that you are a mother, or you will be a mother, or you've ever wanted to be a mother. I definitely did not think I would ever be a mom. I had some complications in my 20s. I had 2 stillbirths, actually, and never thought I was abandoned that idea. Now, would I be a mom to animals and things like that? Yes, absolutely. I would mom up everybody. I didn't know that's what I was doing, though. Raising my roommate, all of my roommates, and, that kind of thing, taking care of everybody. Yeah, I never knew that's what I was doing, though. And then I had a kid, and I'm not saying that motherhood is like the ultimate thing that everybody needs to do. Not by any means. It's not for everybody, right? By design. But, if you find yourself in, at least, it is the alignment of a caretaker, serving in that mother space, maybe not for a direct person, but as a teacher, as a counselor, as a, somebody who's on the city planning board or something. You are the mother of the people that you are advocating for, that you're watching out for. And this is an energy that I think that you excel in. And let me just preface, or not, it's not prefacing. Let me just put this in there. You don't have to be a woman or identify as a woman, right? We all dwell in every archetype. We all contain every archetype. Okay, so you can be very masculine, have lived as a man, and have that supreme mom energy. Mom archetype fully activated in you. Absolutely. We've all met people like this, right? So that is a big deal. That's a big deal. And I think that that is something that it has the universe calling upon you quite often. Okay, so we have the number 2. We also have a person riding on the back of an elephant with their, I always call it their hose, their elephant hose. It's the trunk. First, their legs should be the trunks, right? I don't know. I always take issue with this. When it is up like that, it is good health. It is longevity. It is happiness. Now, this is over the home. You can see, look at that. The roof, the little, what are those called? The chimney. Yeah, I'm with it. I promise you. I lose my words sometimes. Don't worry, though. I'm neurodivergent. It's like something that will never go away. I do read a lot and work hard to to keep them as much as I can. But yeah, I will lose a word or two every 5 minutes. Okay, so we have 3 houses. So it is there. To me, it is like blessing after blessing after blessing recently. Okay, not just on you, not just on your head, not just on the top of your house, sprinkling it over everybody who is dwelling within. But I think it's actually like your family, like extended family too. I feel that there has been this lifting of circumstance, right? Like maybe there has been some struggle. Maybe there have been some financial woes. Maybe there have been some health issues. But suddenly it seems like everybody's doing okay. Like things are starting to really stabilize and seem to be going with ease, right? And that means like what? You're not running into like 5 major problems a day, right? Now you're only having like half a major problem and, like maybe 3 annoyances. You left your lunch at home or that one really sucks. I don't like that. Why did I say that? Please, I hope don't let anybody leave their lunch at home. I will not throw hex into the universe like that. I am sorry. The other part of it, though, is I feel that there has been a general sense of like ease in the emotional sectors as well. Okay, so right here we have the lobster, the crawdad. We know this guy from where? The moon card. It represents melancholy or the Saturn 9 aspect of the moon card, the dark night of the soul, right? Which is also kind of depression, right? So, probably even like on steroids. But it does feel to me like there is a lifting of this energy. You have crossed the valley. You have been through that terrible night. Circumstances are changing in your favor. And I feel you really, really holding on to this energy, making the most of it, not squandering it. We're really good at that, aren't we? Not because we're lazy, not because we procrastinate, because we get this like flow of luck, of good, good alignment, nice alignment, like perfect, chef's kiss alignment. And then we're like spending our day watching, what's the one I'm watching right now? Love After Lockup or something. And it's like, dude, I could have been really putting in some work. I mean, we're always doing what we're supposed to. I know. But there are certain times where, listen, the energies are flowing, they're good. And what do? We either get like into something that does not have any kind of return for us, or, right, we're distracted and not distracted. We are hyper fixated or like working on something that we just can't get it to happen. You know what I mean? Like you always are returning to that same project that's never gonna work out. I'm not talking about relationships, but kind of maybe a little bit talking about relationships. We start feeling good. We start like feeling like, oh yeah, things are coming together. I'm making some money. People like me. Nobody's mad at me. Like the household's running tight. Everything is good. We're on time for things. And you know what? I'm feeling so good. Maybe I should go. Maybe I should go try to like rekindle the same terrible friendship that's been awful for the last 20 years. And we've tried like multiple times and it's always awful. But you know what? We're going to throw on this good energy. We're going to throw a heartbreak right in there because I already know. I already know it's not going to work. It's going to be awful. And yeah. And you squander it. And I squander it. And we collectively, September Virgos and August Virgos alike, we get a little bit ahead of ourselves. We get a little bit full of ourselves too, right? Like, we're also the ones that, like, we do something, like, 5 times, and then we think, like, you know what? I feel like I'm, like, a black belt in this right now. Baby, you're not. We're not. Like, pump the brakes a little bit. So, as this good energy and this money, because there's money flowing your way, as this is happening, get the list out. Get it out. I know you have one. I know you probably have 15 of them. I know you have them in the physical world, and I know you have them on your phone. They're supposed to be the same list, but they're not. They're 2 different things. They have different stuff on them. I already know you, Virgo. Get them out. Prioritize. Bring yourself back to center. Look at that list. You got good luck flowing in. You got a list in front of you. Baby, nothing can stop you now. Nothing is going to stop you, Virgo. So let's do it. Let's do this thing. Because not only is the energy coming in for you, it's coming in for the whole fam. Stuff is moving. It's coming along. The house is in alignment. You're feeling good. And what does that say? Eaves? Or ears, maybe? Envy. Yes, envy. E-N, look, E, right there, N-V, and this one is Y, but like here's the Y and then the little, yeah. Envy. Ooh, who is envying you? We have the swan too. And we have people over here standing. And then there's money. I mean, a fish. Fish equals money. We have a 2 as well at the top there. We have a person standing here. See, 1. And a person behind them. And they're looking out over here. It says envy. And we have a swan. We also have, and it looks like it says pop, P-O-P, P-O-P. Oh, and it says 6-7. I know, I just groaned. I have to take a picture of this with my phone. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, be happy. you don't have any young kids. I was just at a Cub Scouts thing, and it was just a room full of like 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old boys screaming 6-7. All right, so we have somebody who is, this is envy about money stuff. This is about, like, you, the way that you move, your career, your household, how you present your world, yourself. And there's somebody, actually, it looks like somebody and their kid, maybe, because it looks like there's a young person behind them. So I'm wondering if this is like a family affair, as far as like you have a little bit of a hater, a little bit of an envier watching you, but they've made it like their family like pastime. So just my advice on that is like, don't feed into it. Don't even let them know you know they exist. Just don't engage it. Put the talisman out, do the cleansing, get rid of that evil eye, cleanse it out of there, get your house smelling beautiful, whatever that is for you, whatever you like your house to smell like, get that environment smelling nice. I'm a atmosphere person, and you're a Virgo, so I know you are too. It needs to be decluttered, organized in whatever way that you like. If you're a maximalist, if you're a minimalist, or somewhere in between, whatever is right to you. Usually Virgos, we kind of go towards the maximal, but like in a cute way, right? Like we have the houses that are like deeply textured and colorful and themes, and you know, we're like, yeah, we go hard wherever we are, right? So get the house, you know, up, smelling good, feeling good. You can move around in it. You want to dance in the living room, because listen, when you're out there, and now out there gets to be right in the core of everywhere you are, because you have that phone. You can see what people are doing, what they're saying, right? Who's liking your stuff, who's watching your stuff and not liking it, you know, all of that. And when that is going on and it's somebody you know that doesn't really, like, you don't rock together, like, I don't know, that's a icky feeling. And to, like, focus that in your personal life and to allow that to, like, seep in. Come on now. We're Virgos. We're not going to let that happen. Okay? If you want to envy, you can envy. But I'm also going to protect myself and my people. And I'm building, a nice boundary here, right? And I feel like, this is something that this is not a new thing to you. You've had this happen throughout your life, right? Think of all the jobs you've had where, you always had that, like, person who was always on the same shift with you for some reason. And, like, the total hater, like, always, like, oh, and then you get the one-upper hater, oh my gosh, and you have to work with them for like 7 hours, like, dude, but you build the wall, the boundary, you build the buffer, right? You just kind of, I don't know, you just, what's the word? Shake them, dodge them, matrix them. Not gonna fall into that trap. So, whoever that is, you're wasting your time. Get out of here. No negative energies, thoughts, wishes will fall upon your head, right? All this stuff is blowing away in the wind before it even is in your line of sight. This person, these people, they are really out of their element, basically. They don't know what they're doing. So hopefully they'll get it together and figure out we don't treat people like that, right? Why are you so worried about what somebody else is doing when you could be working on your dang old self? You could be fixing your own life, doing your own thing, building your own empire, All right, let's see here. We have a stop sign, okay. We have a stop sign. We have, it looks like a dog up here. Here's the stop sign. Here's the dog. We have a person over here. And we have a person up here pointing. So, I feel like this is a situation with you, 2 other people. One is the best friend. The dog is always either a protector or a best friend energy. I want to see, though, because I'm nosy, I want to see, please tell me what's going on with these people. Because it seems like we have you very close with your best friend, but there's somebody in the mix that's about to change things, is really going to try to break you up from this friend. So I want to see what's going on here. We have influence. Okay, so we have an outside force with the influence. We have empathy and seduction. Okay, so your best friend, your friend, look at this with the dog even, and the ear, the person's in the ear influencing them, seducing them. So I do feel like it's almost kind of like they're getting caught up in something that they just didn't maybe believe in before, or they were exposed to like some kind of thing and now they're like down the rabbit hole and they're getting pulled into like some kind of, I don't know, understanding about the universe, about their spirituality, their religion, their philosophy of life, like whatever it is. Maybe political views, hopefully not. Now, we're going to see. So it is drama. It causes conflict, probably, at least drama. Let's see what the next one, rebellion. Yeah. So I do feel like it's something that is really like all of a sudden this friend of yours is just on something else. Like they just are fully immersed in whatever this cause is, or this belief system or whatever, immersed in it, right? They got that thing that people are getting and have always been getting, right? It's not a new thing, but it seems like with the availability of information on the internet and social medias, people are finding things that they think they believe in, right? Or that they really, it triggers something in them emotionally, psychically, on a very, very deep level. And so I do feel now we have a level of appreciation. So I want to go a little further with this. Let's see, generosity. Okay, so this gave me vibes of like, well, I'm not going to call any systems because I'm not. But this almost gives me vibes of like joining like a spiritual movement, or like what we would call a cult maybe, or, you know, a gathering of like-minded people who, you know, maybe are doing some like really intense like service work. They are people who are, you know, having events and very I gotta be so careful about this. You know, just people who are really involved in the service aspect of this grouping of people, or this belief system, or this ideology, or this whatever it is that they are kind of finding themselves in, right? But it does seem that it is definitely, you know, kind of a manipulation kind of deal, right? I'm not going to say it's like straight up mind control. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I do feel like this is something, it feels intense for you, right? I don't know if it's like a triggering thing, or it's just really, I mean, and I've seen this in my own, I mean, listen, I'm into the occult, magic, conspiracy world. I was really involved in synchromysticism and chaos magic at one point in my life. And, you know, so I've seen people come and go from the magic world, and I've seen people start with one thing and slowly throughout their work become quite different and involved in different things. Their beliefs and things shift and change. I mean, myself included, 100%. I was much more of an edgelord when I was younger. So although I was pursuing the mysteries in earnest, I was also very, I was kind of mean, kind of cynical, kind of, whatever. But as I've gotten older and softer, as I've gotten soft in my old age, I don't, I'm far more mom, sentimental. I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to have skills. I want everybody to, be loved, to be heard, to be seen. Not only for the individual's sake, for the collective's sake. I want people to, have a chance to have a more healthy psyche through experience. A lot of us are operating from deep trauma that was going on before we even had words, and that's not always like our parents' fault, but, the world that we're living in, the social, mores and ideas of how we should all be living, and the things that we're consuming, and, just the variables of the situation. it's mind-boggling that, you know, and this is the foundation. This is our foundation, and we're doing our best, you know, to heal and to guide the next groups of people, and you know, to begin in a way that maybe is a little bit better. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, I definitely feel that people change wildly, especially, you know, I don't know, just through when you become directly engaged in things that you believe in, not just kind of this abstract or theoretical idea that floats around in, like, you know, when it comes up or when it is useful, that's when you kind of pull it out. To live the life of somebody who is truly involved in something is a lot different. And so to watch somebody engage with something that they are learning about and beginning to believe can be very shocking, the transformation, right? And we can see that even in ourselves, right? When we really establish our belief or our pursuit for, you know, higher knowledge or connection to the universe or whatever, this is where we just evolve into so many different, like, things within ourselves so quickly. And it's not just because we're, like, consuming some prescribed meaning. It's because you're actively living out the essence or the you know, the mystery of the thing that you are devoted to. And you know, I don't know if that makes sense to most people, but to me, it really does. Where we decide to dwell, the things that we spend our time with, what we think about, what we feel, it changes our psyche. It changes the makeup of our being. If you are sitting and looking at, you know, war imagery, for instance, and I'm not saying to look away, because that doesn't, if we look away and we deny anything like that, I don't know what that means. I mean, it feels like that in itself is terrible. But that being said, if we spend all day looking at this kind of imagery or immersing ourselves in this kind of imagery, this is what we're thinking about, these are the things that are eliciting strong emotions in us constantly, our nervous system feels it, right? Our very being. These are the thoughts that we are dwelling in. Now, that standing next to something, you know, I don't know, maybe you're looking at, you know, what am I trying to think of? Like, religious imagery, maybe like, yantras. You know, you're spending your free hours looking at yantras, meditate. You could be meditating. You could be like me. I like to just look at that, all of the, like, I really, really love tantric art. Now, I'm not talking about the imagery of, you know, the postures necessarily, but, very simplistic, like kind of like the Tatwa cards, right? This kind of imagery, it's transformative in my opinion. But now you, in your free time, are spending time looking at this kind of thing versus like maybe like, you know, really, really like doomcore, right? Really violent looking stuff. And when you're experiencing these videos, these kinds of imagery, it affects you physically, emotionally, and you're psychically, absolutely. So we must come to the greater understanding that where we spend our time, what we spend our time thinking about and dwelling within, absolutely changes us fundamentally. Period. You cannot dissuade me from this understanding. And it is, if you've done plant medicine or, fungi, you know this immediately. It's one of the opening lessons it teaches you. Let's do our lucky numbers. So, that is to say all of this, let's all I don't know where I was going with that. I forget where we started, but that's the beauty of Lenor, right? And I'm talking about myself in the third person here. Yes. And probably crazy, yes. 24 is the first lucky number. But yeah, if we just take a little bit of responsibility, you know what I mean? 28, my lucky number. Then yeah, it really, if we are intentionally deciding, at least for parts of our day, where we are putting our mental, what we are bringing into the temple, what we are fixing our gaze upon, it will change so much for you. 42, meaning of the universe, right? There you go. Yeah, Virgo, I love you. If you want to subscribe, or leave a comment in the comment section, tell me how great you are. Tell me all of your best qualities. That's what I should have asked at the beginning. Tell me all your best qualities. I literally do want to know, because I'm here to cheerlead for you. Okay? And I really am. I've been in a pretty dang good mood. And I'm just fired up about people lately, in a good way. I'm just so stoked on seeing so many people in my life getting things going, and meeting their goals and working on their businesses. And there's all these cool kids in my life because my daughter's in all these activities, so I know all these kids. And watching them succeed in the stuff they're working so hard. And oh my gosh, I'm just super, yeah. So if you want to tell me what you're doing and where you're excelling, or where you want some extra love, put it in the comments. I'm going to cheer you on 100%. I love you. I love you. I love you. We'll talk later. Good night.